Hey, good morning, folks. AJ the CEO here. It is 4:30 a.m. and we are getting ready to get on the road to head to New Life Lutheran Church. We did an on-site with them, I think about a month ago, and we got the contract. So we got the car loaded. We already got everything in place. We got the TV is going to be delivered tomorrow, but we're going to get down here and knock out everything. So let's get on the road. Folks, we are here, and let's do a recap on what we're actually going to do here. We have 2 cameras. We have a total of about 6 TVs that we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding a unified network to their unified access point, give some more control, redo the networking, run to those TVs, and relocate their sound system. And we're going to be hanging 2 TVs tomorrow, and that's about it. So I'm gonna do this a little bit different. I'm gonna do like more of a time-lapse type of thing so we can get some work done, but then also I'll do some voiceover to talk about how we're doing everything. Alright, so this side is going to be for the A10, this one will be for the computer, so get that stuff set up. So this is the Unified Dream router that's going to be added and control the access point that they already have. I've already configured that, but we need to link it up to their current modem, and then that will drive and control the access point moving forward. So I want to drive for recording on an A10. So we've actually used these before. Let me get a little closer here. We've actually used these before. These are kind of some links boxes to where it's going to give us 4 channels for our mic, and it runs a shielded ether Cat5e cable, and that will bridge 4 channels. You can do send or receive. So we're going to be moving the sound system back here. So this is what's going to bridge. They don't have that many mics, so this will be fine to run the channels back this way. So we're going to have one of these, have a shielded cable run there when we run everything else. That will give us our sound back here, so the sound system can exist back here as well too. We have our surge protector and power strip, so this will turn everything on for the cameras, joystick, and the A10. This will function as the on and off switch for everything. I really want to mount this, but I don't have a rack. They do have an existing rack for their sound system, so I might be able to just put this in there to simplify everything that's going on. And we have our HDMI Splitter, probably going to exist up there somewhere. But all the cables are going to terminate there somewhere, so it's no point in having this on the desk if it's not needed to be anywhere close to all this stuff. Working on assembling the computer now. And I think I probably need to get another surge protector just for this. I thought I had one, but that. Actually, looking at the wrong cable. I'm gonna send the HDMI to this monitor because it has sound. One of those real too. Get that down there. I'm saying 10x, even if we're not going to use those. This to the 810. And I gotta make some Ethernet cables for all of these. But we're just gonna try and make sure everything is set up and everything can go from there. Alright, computer is set up. What else we gotta do? Probably migrate over the network stuff now. I need to find out where the main modem was. I think it was over there, but gotta get that set up. morning, folks. We are back here for day number 2. Unfortunately, I actually had to drive back home to Richmond. It seemed like there was an issue with the PoE switch. At least that's what it seemed like. It kept rebooting the camera and the joystick. So I had another PoE switch at home. So I went to get that, and then also, just in case, I got the PTZ optics camera that I just recently reviewed, that I could give them if the issue happened to be camera related, which I don't believe it was. But anyway, let's get in here. And I also bought another surge protector. So let's get in here and get to work. All right, folks, so while this was going on, driving back, the TVs were delivered here. So they're here. One of the concerns that we have, that's why I'm out here in the back, is they wanted to know how the cables were ran to the TVs in the front. And it looks like we kind of got an answer. They actually got a nano beam up there, which I've used before. Let me get out the light here. They have a nano beam that I guess they're beaming internet here from the school. And it looks like it is here, but I need to see what other type of connections are inside of here. It looks like it's only an Ethernet cable, but I'm gonna open this up because our concern was, what if they ran the other cables that way as well too, and meaning that they couldn't get through the walls and they had to run everything that way. Worst case, they said we can always go into crawl space and put cables come up under and then just route through, and that honestly might be easier, but we'll see. Alright, so the TVs are here, so we're going to focus on hanging the TVs right now. Finding the studs. I think based off of what we saw, we're not going to go through the walls. We're going to do a conduit outside and run the cables through a protective conduit from under the crawl space outside to come through here, so we can avoid having to go in the ceiling at all. The only time we got to go in the ceiling is over there when we put the wall plate for the HDMI over there. So this is typically what I do. I really am trying to leave all the video of what I go through in one of these processes. I've sped it up to not bore y'all, but just seeing how it is. What the hell? Something's stuck in here. Literally a rock stuck inside of here. The rock stuck inside of here. Interesting. right, folks, things are going good. We got this cable temporarily ran on the floor. We got the two TVs hung. I need to level them out. I'm waiting for the other cable to be here for that. And we're still trying to assess how we're going to handle the wiring for these. We're going to come up under the floor, but thinking about coming through and getting to there. Got the front camera done as well too. So the main thing right now is maybe cleaning up everything, finish doing the wiring, isolating where the where the black Ethernet cable is here. It's going somewhere. So I'm thinking that's going to the back. That's going to be my main internet line, running back to the the new Dream router that will handle that. I'm actually trying to pair the remote and stuff like that at the same time. It's not working for me. Oh, maybe it did. It went through there. But getting that, testing out the internet, because again, right now they're getting internet from the school. They're going to be doing internet separately here in the future, so pretty much just the connection is going to go to that new Dream router. Start finding the location of where all the cables are going to go. The shielded Ethernet cable that I have for the sound is going to stay up here, but I'm going to do it in reverse. That's what's going to send audio back to the ATEM. Get that stuff done, and mainly it's just prettifying all this other stuff. So that's it. So we got both cameras connected, even though the cabling is temporary. Got the joystick set up, which again, we set that up at home. Since we were setting the network up, I was able to set the IP addresses for that. I am making a cable for the computer right now. Then we need to connect it to whatever the main source of the internet is here. And then plan of attack for the wiring, which I believe is going to go in the crawl space. We're going to have to maybe do a hole here in the floor or something like that to get the cables to where they need to go. Alrighty folks, we are back on last day here. Looking at just getting the electrical done. I think they pretty much got that there. Then we're also going to plan where we're going to pull all these cables here. We're going to actually, instead of going up, we're going to go down and bring them under the floor, go to the front and come back up. So what I'm going to do is start getting this area cleaned up. I need to pull the cables back, put my sleeve over those cables, put the plate on, and outside of that, this part will be done until we get the cables ran up under there. Clean up the desk a little bit more and then work on everything outside, because technically that's it. And then I need to put another jack over here somewhere for the TV. I might actually try and put it up higher than usual, because in here there's going to be some bracings here for the windows. That's not going to be fun to get through. So I want to avoid the power completely. So maybe somewhere over here. And then we also need to run the cable for the other TV, which is right there. And then we're going to shorten up all these cables, because I pulled more cable than was needed. It's better to have a longer cable and shorten it than have to splice other ones on because it's not long enough. But let me get up here, put this plate on, and then go from there. All right, I didn't realize that I actually ran out of space on this memory card, so I switched it out. Let me show you what we got so far. All right, so we got our hole for where we're going to run all of our cables through. They are pulling that through right now. They have the HDMI to the TV and running the other one right now to get down there. Then we're going to run the shielded one that's going to send audio. We're going to fish that down and come back through. And actually, let me pull this up here. Just have them pull both of these at the same time. We'll have plenty of cable left over. And these are the only two cables that are going to be on this side. And this is what's going to provide our audio back here for sound out as well as sound in for the computer and for the house sound. So we have that for our live stream. All right, folks, so what do we got so far? We got the plates here for the electrical done. We're just closing this up here and then trying to fish the last two cables for the front camera, the fiber optic HDMI and the Ethernet up there. And then the plate back here I've been working on for a minute. I actually got through, but the hole is being snagged down there. So I'm gonna see if I can fish the cable directly through without using a push rod, but that's where we're at so far. Alrighty, folks, guess what? We are done. Right in time for training. Let me take you on a tour on what we've done here to transform New Life Lutheran Church. Alright, so right now, let's actually switch this over. We do have a feed that's going to this TV. Let's go ahead and switch the source here. So we have a feed right there coming from the system. Let me take you in here first. And we have our media area here where we have the ATEM, our joystick, our custom system here. We got the Dream router here, our monitors, running presenter, and we got everything here. Now I do need to log into the sound system and turn on the separate mix out. I'll wait for them to get here to go there, but we do have our PoE switch, everything like that. Here we ran our hole down there, got all the cables there. We do have our links 4-channel. That's what's sending audio and back here. That's how we're connected. We come in here. We have our two 75-inch screens right here. We have our Back PTZ right here. We relocated their access point right there. We have our front PTZ right there. And we redid all of our sound right here. We kept this in place. And we got everything connected. This is coming from our outs here that are sending our signal, our audio to the back. And number 7 is the computer audio that we're going to link as well too. But this is all controlled through the network. But really straightforward. And again, would not have been able to do any of this work without the folks here that helped out. And one last thing we did run an extra cable back here for a cry room that they're going to turn into this. And then we also have another jack that we have for the TV here, but we had to open it up a little bit more. They're going to come and fix the drywall here. So we've ran everything up under here. The rolling TV is going to be here. We have a bracket that's going to be here, and I hope they didn't throw the piece of drywall away. I think they did. Oh, no, it's right there. So they're going to seal that back up and then put a plate there because we had to open it up to get to the floor plate to drill through. But that was it. We were able to knock this out in about 2.5 days, 3 days. We got everything done on Tuesday except for the TVs because the TVs didn't come here until Wednesday. But they got here Wednesday morning. We got those mounted. Not a problem. What really took a lot of time was just finding the routing for the cables. Originally, we were going to go in the attic, but it made it a lot easier just to go under the building, under the church, and it was mainly just drilling into the floor, going through a bunch of floor joists and stuff like that. But again, really cool. And we finished up in town. I'm getting ready to do some training with them here in about an hour. And that's about it. Link is down below to everything that we're doing. If you ever need any help, know that you can go to ajhomes.com/consultations and we can help you out with a phone consultation, Zoom consultation, or on site to see what we can do to assess your ministry and build something custom just for your ministry. So if you like this type of content, actually, link is down below to every single thing that we put here in this place. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.